And then we got these Miller Lite. This is the what I would call the fake neon. But these are two-color neon. We plugged them into work. This is high-quality bar level stuff. Easy to ship, other than the size. Easy to pack, durable. 50 a piece, 100 bucks. These are going to be. What do you see?
I think this is plastic here. This is neon down in there.
This is going to be 200 to 300 plus shipping. These. The Crazy Picker Life with Wheeler, Dealer, and Banana Peeler. Good morning, fellow pickers and would-be adventurers. Dealer with the Friday edition. Friday edition of the Crazy Picker Life. Well, it's about 6:30 a.m. on Friday Central Time, and I am heading over to Chicken Salad, my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law's house, Chicken Salad. Uncle Chicken. All right, I'm changing them to Uncle Chicken. It's hard, it's hard coming up with nicknames for people. I know I'm pretty close on a good nickname for him because he says, "Why chicken?" Why not? I don't know. So Uncle Chicken has to work this morning, Friday, and his kids have to go to school, but yellow light. He was nice enough to invite the four older kids over, and have them overnight. Janesville doesn't have much for larger hotel rooms, for one thing. I think they have like a few suites, or like the honeymoon suite or something, but even then you don't get enough beds. About the minimum we can do with the two super young kids, about the minimum we can do is 2 queens or 2 beds plus a pull-out, and then the little guys we can makeshift some beds, and it's not too bad. It's still cozy, but it's it's just sleeping, and we don't, Crazy Picker Life family doesn't sleep anyway, right? We just go. So I got the 4 big kids over there, and Uncle Chicken also lent me his car here, and so I was able to keep the picker van out at his place and not have to unload it at the hotel and then load it back up. I just took some car seats and all the stuff for Lon that she wanted, and left everything else in the van. Thought I was getting carjacked there. This is Janesville. I grew up here. There shouldn't be any carjacking. Okay, so the downside with this vehicle is I had to take a rag along. The windshield wipers are out, and early in the morning in Wisconsin you got a lot of moisture, so I've had to stop 3 times. Wipe down the windshield with some Kleenex from the hotel. Oh well, no big deal. You gotta do what you gotta do. So it's better. It was a lot better. It's making noises at me. It's a lot better than having to unpack that van. Now we will have to unpack the van tonight in Omaha. At least I'll have some help with Wheeler. Okay, so I'm gonna round up the kids. We've got I don't know, a stop at the food store to get some more water and a few snacks and things for the road, and then we're gonna have breakfast at the hotel and pack up. Lon wants to hit a few rummage sales in Janesville here, see what she can find. I'm not sure exactly what she's after. When Lon, my wife, goes to rummage sales, she's mainly looking for clothes for our youngest kids. And then she also typically has a list of a few kitchen doodads or a few decoration doodads. She's not looking to buy and sell. Although if she does find something and she's out and about, usually through the grapevine, which means Banana Peeler or one of the other kids, usually I hear about it, and so they scope out some sales for me, and then I zip out there, and if I decided I wasn't doing sales on a Friday or Saturday locally, I'll zip out there and see what there is. Or Banana Peeler, I've kind of given him some free rein. He'll just pick up some things occasionally by himself, which I think is really good, because I ultimately am trying to teach these guys to stand alone and do their own thing. All right, so I'm going to get these kids and see if we can get to a few rummage sales, and then it's on the road to Omaha. If we find anything good, I'll try to show you. Dealer's taxi service has picked up his fare.
Hey, what's up? It's early in the morning, but I'm feeling great. Woo!
Where are you guys going?
To the bathroom.
Okay, well, it'll be $10.95 each.
He's paying for us.
Okay, we'll get Wheeler on the hook.
I ain't got no money, man.
Oh, she did get her popcorn. You got your popcorn, huh?
Caramel corn.
Caramel corn. Okay, back to the hotel. Shuttle. So that's the size of van that we're looking at. I don't know if I'd get the commercial version without the windows on the sides, or the passenger version. If I got the passenger version, I'd have to get rid of some seats so I could carry some stuff. I think they're bolted in. Pretty massive van. It's got dualies in the back, high top, long. Looks pretty good. All right, 8:21 a.m. Trying to get everybody out of the hotel. We've all had some breakfast. Got everybody packed up and ready to go. It's my job to get them out of here. Alright, let's see if we can find them here. Guys ready to go? Here's the luggage cart. It's a light one. There's Sam, my luggage cart pusher. And Sissis, my helper. Alright, so we're hitting a couple rummage sales. We happen to stop at this place, and there's a big old Suburban with these kids things on the back, and this one's not one you see very often, but mom, dad, 6 kids. So we're like, well, we're mom, dad, and 6 kids. We can relate. And then we go to the rummage sale and talk to the lady a little bit, and they do homeschool here in Wisconsin. And I didn't show it, did I, Wheeler?
Nope.
Yeah, you know, it's just so much stuff in here.
Whack them into us 4 small graphics tablets, drawing tablets.
If you can decipher that, good luck. Some sort of a computer drawing graphics tablet without a pen for 15 bucks. But
comes with an accessory mouse and has some other stuff. Mint in box.
They go for good money.
Yep.
Oh, Wheeler. We hit it. That one says big sale. It has a big sale sign there. There it is down there. I think I'm going there. And there's a big sale sign there. And there's a rummage sale there. And there's a Mercedes there. So you got big sale, and there is the big sale. And then here's the small sale. Wow, we're hitting it today. Woohoo! Old original. Okay, well, we got, what do we get?
Pocket basketball.
It's a new remake version for $1. Still worth picking up. I like those. Okay, well, here we are at the big sale. Buy me, dealer, I'm only $2. What do you want?
Fake money.
Fake money. You want to pay real money for fake money?
Mm-hmm.
You're kidding me? Oh, I gotta have a talk with you, buddy. So there's all these headphones here. I don't know what exactly they're for, but I've bought sets of these before and they sell. It's too big a box. I can't fit it. I'm not buying something that I can only make 20 bucks on that takes up that much space. What do you got there, buddy?
I'm robbing the bank.
You're robbing the bank. We paid for it. You're not robbing it. So here's my dilemma for buying anything big. So this, just a minute, buddy. This Intuos. Oh man, I don't know if you can see that. It's just a big box tablet thing by Wacom. These Wacom tablets, for the most part, they don't get used too much when you find them for sale. And they resell pretty good. There's always people wanting those for computer art classes in their own use.
And we're not deal at all, zero negotiation.
Wow, here's Wheeler with his Coach purse score.
Coach wallet, which actually it's very high quality. It has like all the stuff on all the pockets.
So what did I tell you?
Fake?
No, I said it could be fake.
Oh, I see.
So you decided to go out on a limb with your own money.
Yep.
My own money. But you're guaranteeing it's real.
Yep.
Wow, Coach.
Coach leatherware, established 1941.
Super score if it's real. Should be a score if it's real. Okay, this you guys wanted to see more, man. Look at that. Fake football, real Coach, fake money, real Wacom tablet. We're racking it up today. You said we had to pull out of town, right? No more rummage sales for us. Should be open just like always. Could be, should be.
Which flavor?
Okay, we got bars, snack bars, and food and chips. It's not even snack time, dudes.
Is it?
Oh, it's 10 o'clock. We got water for the trip, and then we got the Schlitz, which I cannot get in Kansas, and now I got it. I got the Wisconsin beer dualathon, triathlon dualathon. Is that what they say?
Decathlon?
Decathlon, that would be 10 beers.
Oh, okay.
Dualathon.
Yeah.
Schlitz and Blatz.
Python.
Woo! Byathon?
Python.
Bython.
Like a python.
No, that sounds weird. Taking the lower route. Wisconsin, it's been fun. We're gonna take the lower route through Illinois, Rockford and Illinois, and I guess by the American Pickers.
Go by the American Pickers.
I don't think we're gonna stop. Because we've got a lot of driving today.
Man.
And we've got a big crew, including my beautiful wife, Lon, who I make seem like a really nice lady. And she is, right? That implies something, that look and what I said. So now the controversy is out. Everybody get plugged into their electronic devices so we can all go to sleep.
I'm answering questions.
And Wheeler's working today. He's got to answer. We started our auctions last night. And my strategy when I start up is this. I don't run a sale for the first at least 24 hours or whatever. I'll probably start a sale, which we like to run to get ranking, I think, tonight, Friday night. But we've already had 3-4 sales and 6 or 7 questions. So that's why we don't, one of the reasons we don't keep it running. What is this line? Look at that. There's a line in my screen. Okay, so we are in what, Rock Falls?
Rock Falls, and actually we're not in Rock Falls, we're in like another city next to it.
Okay.
I forget what that's called, it starts with Al.
So we took a bathroom break and break here in Rock Falls, Illinois, right before we're gonna be going into Rock Island and Iowa. And so when we go in like that, I always have my eyes open. I asked Wheeler to check out the pawn stores because that is generally our best chance for higher quality merchandise.
Yep.
And So Wheeler, what kind of watch did you get there?
Got a Citizen Eco Drive, really cool, and sapphire glass and all that. It's a quartz, but
now this is a
nice shape.
This is a personal purchase, most
personal
likely.
purchase, yep.
So they go what, newish for closer to 300?
Yeah, and they make some really high-end watches too. So this is a nice brand. It's a good brand.
You like the look, so it
Yep.
doesn't really matter if you made a misstep. If it's
Yep,
a cheapie,
exactly.
it's a what? Eco Drive?
Yeah, and there's no way it's a cheapie. It has a sapphire crystal. It's Eco Drive is the solar battery.
Right. Well, you're starting to know. So
Yeah.
he had 150 on there. You went 100. He said 120 cash, no tax, and you said okay.
Yep.
And then we got these Miller Lite. This is the what I would call the fake neon. But these are 2-color neon. We plugged them into work. This is high quality bar level stuff. Easy to ship, other than the size. Easy to pack, durable. 50 a piece, 100 bucks. These are gonna be, what do you see?
I think this is plastic here. This is neon down in there.
This is gonna be 200 to 300 plus shipping. These are nice. These are nice lights.
Yeah.
These are nice light Miller lights. Anyway, I might keep these because these are pretty cool.
Bar
So
quality.
$100 cash, no tax, no receipt. Looks good. All right, back on the road towards Middle Iowa.
Yep.
There they come. Just got done eating at Arthur's Deli, and I really food was good. Food was pretty good and inexpensive. I really like their pickle dude on the sign. Back on the road. Picker van back on the road, picking all the way. Maybe picking all the way. I don't know, I've about worn out my picker's welcome with Lon. Whom, by the way, somebody said she puts up with a lot from me, or thanks for putting up with dealer, or whatever that comment was. Good grief. Good grief. Have you ever seen her shopping?
If I was gonna sit somewhere, I was gonna charge my laptop and then follow you around like a bird, dude.
So, dealer doesn't have much patience, but I do have patience for my wife's shopping, I guess. Here we are at the Tangier Outlet Mall. Still multiple hours to drive until our destination, but when you gotta shop, right, Lon?
Shop till you drop.
Shop till dealer drops.
You guys aren't going anywhere?
I'm going to Book Warehouse. Multiple? No, what do you call it? Multiple. What do you call it? Retail arbitrage at the bookstore. Ugh. There's a couple other questions that came in if you want to check them at some point.
Yeah.
Well, we're sitting here kind of waylaid at this outlet mall thing, and Lon is making her loop. And so I went out and bought some stuff. I just took at least, 15 years off my age. I bought some Under Armour shirts.
Whoa.
Okay, Elizabeth. So let's talk about antique stores a little bit. Since I promised that yesterday, or I mentioned it yesterday. Sis, you can sit and watch, no more talking, okay? I gotta think, otherwise this will go like 25 minutes instead of 5 minutes. So Wheeler's my backup here. I'm sure he'll raise it up if he's got something good, but there are many different kinds of antique stores, and I'll tell you right off the bat, my favorite, and then I'll mention a little bit about some other ones that you might encounter. And there certainly would be some that might not fit into this. I might not think everything. I don't have any notes. I just thought it was a decent topic. So my favorite antique store is a Pickers type antique store, where it might be a small. So the owner operated Picker store is the best. This will be somebody that in their area is out buying, maybe auctions, maybe they're out at flea markets, maybe they're at rummage sales. A lot of times stuff comes through the door to these places, and these people are not necessarily on eBay. In fact, if they're not on eBay, it's even better. The one I like has 4 or 5 stalls that they rent out to other pickers, and they go out and do all these things that I just mentioned, and they're in the business of moving stuff. They do consignments, and so they get a small percentage of that, and then they're also buying and selling their own stuff. I go there almost every week and there's new stuff. That's the kind of place that I like to go. Antique malls are good, where they have multiple booths and multiple vendors. You can find stuff there if you know your niche. Like we know cameras, so we can find that. I know beer stuff, so I can find stuff that has a margin for me. Some of these antique malls, though, are stagnant and dying. So the best ones, one time through, are the stagnant and dying. And then if you want to go back to a place, you got to go back to a place that has more activity, more buying, more picking, more movement. Those are hard to find. Another antique store is the dying antique store. The people that are old that used to pick, and a lot of times they just have very little changeover, and so once through those, that's all we can do, because you go back and nothing has changed. They still have they're still living off yesterday's news.
Wow, I can hold this.
Wheeler, what other kind of antique stores are there? Boutique.
Yeah, there are those kind of, sure.
Boutique antique stores a lot of times are mixed with like jams and jellies and candies and some food items. We've even seen bars, and they also have more homemade goods and sometimes reproductions and all kinds of things like that.
Kitsy and chic and whatever all these people are.
We occasionally find some stuff in there. Then there's like the specialty antique store, which is like a radio store or a record store that has antique stuff, or like a motorcycle shop or things like that. Here comes Muma. Now just let me finish up my video when she comes. There's occasionally an owner-operated antique store that's all high-end stuff. I like looking at those. Those are more like a museum. I've probably missed some. If I've missed some, put them in the comments below. It's gonna get noisy here, and we're gonna get back on the road. There's Muma. She's probably all excited. Are y'all excited?
I have one more store.
She has one more store. I've heard.
Yep, let's go.
I've heard that. One more store. Why don't you take Kate with you? She's friendly.
Yeah, where are we going?
I'm good on Timbery.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, so the owner-operated high-end store, there are some people like that. It's almost like it's their collection, and then sometimes they'll couple that with collections and or higher end inventory that's on consignment. Some of that stuff seems to be priced up so high that you can't touch it as a buyer seller. But on the other hand, you find some things and you see some things that you won't see anywhere else. And they're for sale. So like if you like beer stuff and you really want to add to your collection, that might be a place to get the piece. Or we like to use it as a price comparison, sort of a visual, hands-on hunting ground, so we know what to look like for.
Yeah.
A couple other types of antique stores. Some of them will combine more like with a thrift store, junk store type.
Yep. Flea market almost.
Almost, and those can be really fun, because sometimes those people get so much stuff in and out, or they squirrel it away. They don't even know what they have. How many times have we went into a store and they say no cameras, and then we go find like 6 or 8?
Yeah, definitely often.
And not all of them are good necessarily, but it's funny because, oh no, we don't have cameras, and then we go find them for them. Oh yeah,
I do have cameras.
I do have cameras.
10 years old or whatever.
Or beer signs or whatever. There's the antique rummage sale occasionally when you have a citywide. Somebody will display their really cool stuff. One time we went to a beer distributor that went in and out of places and drove the truck for 30 years, and that guy had like 100-year-old Budweiser embossed glass bottles, and that was a haul. That was good stuff. He had some other stuff, belt buckles and stuff that you just wouldn't find unless you were in the industry.
Yeah, so two other types of antique stores I just came up with that sort of fit into those two would be like the ones where the guy's living there, so it'd be like a barn off his main house, or it'd be like a just a by appointment antique store.
By appointment, yeah.
We run into those occasionally too.
There's also the one that you drool on that you go by about 15 times that you can never get
Never
in.
open. There you go. There's another
Stuff's in the window, and you know, we have one in our area. You would know it. We went by there at least 6 or 8 times, and always at odd times or never open. It's those church places, and then we finally caught the guy, and he unfortunately looked like he was on his last leg.
Yeah.
That's for sale now.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Along with all the inventory.
Yeah.
Including like 2 semi-loads of stuff or something. So he wants a bunch for it because it's I-80, I-70 freeway frontage.
Yeah.
So, you know, what's there is not necessarily worth it. It's called a turnkey business, but you know, some of those shops, and a lot of the shops that we deal with are retired people, and they do get sick, and or they go picking, and or they just don't feel well or choose only certain days that they're open. So some of those are tough. Occasionally you'll find like that one I showed in the video yesterday where the guy just is more or less always lived with junk and stuff. And those kind of guys, you might not always get the best price, but you stop there, you never ever know what you're gonna find. I mean, this guy has, I guess Ed Gein is the guy that made lampshades out of people and all that. I guess he had an original headstone when he died that got ripped off, and then they put another one on there, and for whatever reason that one got abused and broken up, so they decided to cremate him or put him in one of these vaults, and somehow this guy got a hold of that. And there's a newspaper article and all the stuff to back it up. So I was like, really? And I'm like, okay, I wasn't born yesterday, but he showed me, and it is the real deal. I mean, the Milwaukee Journal did an article on it, and it's got the picture of it, and there it is. And this, this guy's he's full of tales and all that, but he's pretty honest, and so he wanted, like, I don't know, $3,500 for it or something.
Somewhere in there, yeah.
He's got a lot of other weird stuff too that's not as crazy as that.
More than that, but somewhere in there.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? You know,
how do you put a price on that? You know,
he kind of reminds me of the Munsters and the grandfather. He's like Eddie Munster when he grew up. That's what this guy reminds me of. A little creepy, but whatever. So those are a bunch of different types of antique stores. There are specialty antique stores. It really depends. We ran into this town this year for the first time where we went in there, and it was like called Antique City or something, and it was
a nickname for it for sure. Yeah,
there's like 20 or more, maybe 30 or more antique stores.
Yeah, they advertise like 37 or 40 or 80 or something crazy like that, antique stores, which of course a lot of that's just random little tiny shops.
Even as a picker,
it's ridiculous.
If you're a picker that has some experience and you go into one of those places, you're going to come out with some things. Everybody's got to move their inventory, and so you talk to some of these people and you'll get the deals you need. You just have to know some things and catch people when they're on a slow day, whatever. There's all kinds of possibilities there. You can do bundling. You can do American pickers at a lot of these antique stores if you have some knowledge of mainstream stuff versus the stuff that is hot or premium. A lot of the older pickers that are not on eBay are stuck in the 80s and 90s, and so you'll find that kind of stuff that has come and gone as far as value, they still have that stuff marked up.
Yeah. And
then they will have stuff that either is old like that wasn't as hot then and is hotter now.
Yep.
Or they take a few things in or or take some consignments in. So there's just, you know, don't shy away from antique stores. Flea markets and swap meets will have antiques, and sometimes they'll have antique stores in there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I thought you mentioned this already, but there's also kind of like the thing you'd call like the time capsule museum or personal collection, just where you walk in and it just blows you away at what's there. And of course the prices are through the roof, but everything is just crazy, like stuff you've never seen before. Rarely run into those, but it's another type.
And I guess the last one that I'll leave you guys with is we've walked into a few places that are a different business primarily, but they'll have some antiques around. And if you talk to that business, you'll find out that their whole upper level is packed away with stuff.
Yeah.
Like they either used to be an antique store, or there was an antique store, or one of their renters was an antique store. We've run across that a couple times now. One guy, his store was antiques, but it was mostly books and pictures and maps. And we asked him about cameras. His store was probably less than 0.5% cameras.
Yeah.
We asked him about it, and he took us up to this room that was an old camera store's fallout stock. And we weren't there that long, but we took out like 4 or 6 boxes.
Yeah.
So.
And that building was crazy too. I think it was four stories or something from the late 1800s. Crazy. It was a crazy huge building. It was pretty cool.
So always talk to people, tell them what you're looking for, and that may lead to other openings too. And sometimes you got to go once or twice, or 3 times to sort of build a relationship. Those things will pay off if you're in this for the long haul, which you should be, whether you're part-time or full-time. All right, I'm gonna go. I appreciate my family in the back, Kate. I appreciate everybody letting me talk a little bit about this. And did you get it all now?
I did.
Wow, we're gonna talk about super finds at the outlet mall now. That'll be exciting for the next 4 hours. Oh, winded. I think we've got 450 miles down and about less than 20 to go. We just had supper at the Pizza Counter here in Council Bluffs, Iowa, which is right on the border. Yeah, it's kind of nice down here. It's a quiet evening, very cool. Slight breeze, overcast. Got some pizza. Very good road food for a big family. We usually call ahead. We did the same thing. Juan did a good job calling ahead. She found a good spot. Sometimes you don't know. Everybody's hungry and chatty and awake. Oh boy. So time to get to the hotel. Then it's the big check-in, get to the room, unpack, take a couple breaths, get my bearings, end the vlog, relax, who knows, see what goes on. I think the trip's catching up with me for sure, and certainly everybody else has their moments. So I think we're downtown enough where we're just gonna stay downtown, and I believe we're going from Iowa to Nebraska, from Council Bluffs to Omaha over this cool bridge. This is the sort of wheat-looking gateway or something. I don't know. Everybody that's a local has identified us as a slow slug. This is Friday night, so I'm sure everybody's interested in getting out. But here's sort of a nice cityscape.
What? Can you throw my trash out?
Part of downtown Omaha off in the distance. All right, I gotta pay attention to the GPS unit. You guys better hustle or stay put. Woohoo, got in the room. Feeling kind of winded. I'll give you the quick tour here. We got all our stuff up in the room too, which at this point is the only way to feel safe about it. So we've got a nice place. Whoa, my lighting. We got a nice place to end up our trip and relax for a day and a half. Okay, so master suite, complete with resting wife, good size. Got my Starbucks sign, got my beer coolers close to the bed in case I need them. Got my new Miller Lite signs, TV, of course, master bath, pull-out couch, living room, another TV, I guess. Kids with all their play money.
And we got $100 in it.
And $100 of play money. Oh my goodness, that didn't come with the room. We got the Schlitz in case we need it.
Look at all this money.
Work desk.
Look at all
Kate
this
is
money.
working. Yes, we already looked at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we looked at it. There's a big pile of money. It's not real. It's labeled play money. Kitchen table, 2. We do have extended stay kitchenware stuff. Another room with a TV for the boys and whoever else is staying in here. Storage for all the rest of our stuff. And this is the cool bathroom. Oh. And the only mistake is that they didn't put the cool bathroom in the master suite. I would like that, but can't have everything, right? We got the old person's bathroom and they got the cool one. Okay, I don't know if they have a pub here, but I'm about ready to search for it. All my beer I bought is labeled back at the office beer. If I don't get one, I won't go through sweats or anything, don't worry. Okay, long day, long drive. I think we almost put 500 miles on, not quite. Did some picking, that was good. Paid for gas for sure. Not sure what tomorrow will hold. We're somewhere downtown Omaha, so we're gonna wander around down here in the old market area. What is that noise? That ringing.
Hi, Dale.
Dang.
Oh, it's a game.
I can't tell, but something they're
Did you
playing.
find your watch?
No.
Well, we should probably go out and look for it.
Yep.
Low key tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna do. Old Market District, something fun. We're gonna get out and just have a relaxing day. I think it's gonna be beautiful weather. Let's see. Can't think of anything else. Thanks for watching. Pick well, list often. Dealer out of here.
Hey, Wheeler.
Dealer Production.